Welcome to Still Havens. Tonight we are keeping this old school YouTube and we're going to read some comments to kind of see where the public stands on AI music. In particular, this is from some videos I did on the AI band Shunned at a Funeral. And yes, I'm in my pajamas and I'm having a drink. This is old school YouTube, and I'm happy you're here. So, first, what we're going to do, this first video was this AI band is asking for donations, and we're going to jump into some comments. I've looked at a lot of these. I haven't seen them all, and so some of these we're going to be seeing for the first time together. Hold on one second. So first, I'm going to try to find, I've got my glasses off too because I get this glare in them from the computer. So thanks for being here. I know this is going to be like kind of a less edited YouTube-y kind of video. YouTube's been weird lately. Did you all see it like takes like 8,000 watch hours now to get monetized, or like 20 million shorts views in the last 90 days, which is pretty much impossible, I'll say. So that's not what this video is about though. So let's see, what can I say? Because you could search for like specifics here. Hates Still Havens. Let's see what that does. No, that's not exactly what I was looking for. All right, let's try something else. We're just gonna go through the comments, and thank you all for commenting on this video. When you're a big YouTuber and you call out deception within AI music or anything, you're a hero. When you're a small YouTuber, you're just like some stupid shithead. So I appreciate y'all being here. So this first one here, and it looks like we're going at most recent. I still can't believe you are all AI, still love your music. Okay, so this is from James Boyer. I think they think they're on Shunned at a Funeral's channel. Which, no worries. We got an AI garbage, yeah. And I wanted to point out, too, that I think, judging from some of the comments I have read, that some of this was misconstrued a bit. Like, nowhere ever did I say or criticize the band's music or anything like that. No, I never did. It was just pointing out the deceptive practices and whatnot. And that was it. And also, go check out Phil's channel, Wings of Pegasus, who did much better videos on this and who was the first to do the videos on this as well. And if anybody, like I've already said in other videos, if anybody deserves the credit, it's Phil. I don't want any credit. I'm just here trying to help out. This one, yep, he is a deceptive shyster. The sound of the music is awesome, unfortunately. So it's hard not to like, but this is comparable to when I was a kid finding out Santa Claus wasn't real. Stating up front that it was AI generated, I could get on board, but making up fictional characters for us to crush on, yep, guilty, LOL. I mean, I will say the characters are there. The women are quite lovely, so nobody's arguing that. Creating websites and then asking for money to support the band. This guy is like one of those crooked evangelical TV personas, LOL. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think it is kind of crooked to present it in the way it's been presented. The fictional characters for us to crush on, like I said, they are quite lovely. Truth is important. And these, what are these sorted by? Most relevant? Okay. We're going to keep going here. Where is your evidence proving AI? You cite nothing. Again, this is like in no way like a hate comment or anything like that. This is just somebody asking a question. And I said, if you need more proof, check the video linked in the pinned comment. And let me touch back on that. The video linked in the pinned comment was a news report done by, I think it was KOBI TV, showing that this was a one-man project and that the person was using a mass web of generative AI for the whole thing. And again, this is not to say, oh my gosh, this music sucks or anything like that. It's just wanting some clarity of how it was made. This is from Uncle D's YouTube. That's pretty cool. Uncle D's. Real people have to create the content, and electric bills, etc. still needs to be paid. Like, Still Havens needs to be paid? Joking, but we do. I mean, they do. I don't know how much this content costs to create. I doubt it's more than going to a studio to get the music produced and whatnot, but I don't know. I liked this one. This is from The Last Ranger. We are in the Matrix. Yeah, yeah. And I said, we need Keanu Reeves on this. They laughed. I don't see it. And I didn't get a notification for a lot of these. I don't know why YouTube, will give you notifications for, some stuff and other stuff they don't. Whatever. Some Christian deceiving people make that make sense. Yeah, it is kind of strange in a way, that this is all packaged as a Christian band, but is very beating around the bush in a sense with the whole AI stuff. This video right here, and again, I know I'm in my pajamas, I'm sitting here chilling. This is just kind of a fun video. This video here is not about criticizing Shunned at a funeral, really. We're just reading comments, having a good time, and I appreciate you all being here. Okay, here's one here from Ed Cotter. Unfortunately for the music industry, this band is better than 95% of the stuff out there. As a card-carrying boomer, I miss the intellectual, emotional, and creative output of my formative era. Corporate rock is bad, AI rock is better. Not a good trend for musicians. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not a great trend for musicians. I feel like this AI music is just so easily accessible, and the barrier to entry has been lowered so much that I do think, like a lot of people think, that with enough time this probably will phase out modern musicians, and to some extent. I'm no expert on all this. I'm just a guy in his pajamas sitting behind a computer. This is an AI band. It's not real. Fake. How can an AI band perform live? It's fake. Yeah. I mean, how can they perform live? I don't know. Okay, so YouTubers were first scammers, by the way. I don't know about that one. Are YouTubers scammers? I don't think I have enough subscribers on the Still Havens channel to be called a YouTuber. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I mean, maybe there are some scammy YouTubers out there though. All right, this one was from somebody that has a lot of subscribers. I looked at this channel. They've got I think over 1 million subscribers, which I don't think I've ever had a comment from a channel that has that many subscribers. So kind of cool. The genius behind this band seems to cover all angles. If in some strange case a lawsuit should arise, the real issue is there are literally hundreds of thousands of fans that think this is real and subscribe, donate, tip, enter contest, and buy merchandise. Yeah, I think that was kind of what I was trying to show in my videos too. Not oh, do you like this music? It's AI, or do you hate this music? It's AI. Like I said, never criticized the music itself. It was really more about what this fellow's talking about here, that they think it's real. Subscribe, donate, tip, enter contest, buy merchandise, that whole thing. This does take some hard work to pull off, but to fool people into supporting them to keep their hobby going is wrong, ridiculous, and should be illegal. I will say the music is catchy, the visuals are striking, and the recording is excellent, but it is true AI and nothing more. I don't think God would approve. Welcome to the new world. R.I.P. the real musician. To the real musician. Okay, so we're going to keep going here. You seem to have missed the clear language right below what you did talk about. All music, lyrics, and creative direction are developed by real musicians and human collaborators. So maybe just chill out and enjoy the great music. It's wild watching people lose their mind over this band. It took me all of maybe a minute when I first found their channel to see it was AI. Yeah. And to which I replied, no, it's one fellow using a complex web of generative AI tools to write, layer, and produce the tracks. No judgments here, but see for yourself, and there's the link. So that kind of points back to the initial deception here. But we're not. That's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. We're chilling. It's obvious AI, but the music is good. If you like the music, you like the music. So, okay, this one's from Brent J. Peterson. So them shopping in a convenience store is fake. Riding in their tour bus, meet and greet. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, it is. It is fake. Okay, it's entertainment. Think WWE. The music is cool and the message even better than most the junk the music system is putting out. If you don't like it, then don't listen. You don't have to give. Just enjoy the show. I don't know about the whole WWE, and I see the like analogy people are trying to make here. When you're watching the WWE, I think you know that it's fake wrestling. All right, here's one that just almost sounds like a bot to me. I'm not saying it's a bot. It might not be. Shunned at a Funeral is a neo-rock Christian band based in Southern Oregon, blending eclectic instrumentation and genre, crossing styles with a bold, sometimes harder-edged sound. Formed in 2023, the band is rooted in a passion for deep theological truth and lyrical storytelling that magnifies the glory of God. Each track is crafted not only to move the listener musically, but to stir hearts toward worship, reflection, and biblical clarity. I don't know, that just sounds like an AI generated comment there. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this one is from Bexta. Fake crap, please take this down. I thought you guys were real, and we do not need any more fake in the world. No buying you guys a coffee, just making money scamming folk. Go away. Have had to report it as misleading on YouTube. Get this taken down. It isn't real, and they need to say at the top AI generated band, then we all know and can make decisions whether or not. I think this person thinks they're on Shunned at a Funeral's channel. I'm not sure. And again, same person, some sad kid sitting in mama's basement doing all this work with AI all day long. Good luck. Get a life, really. So does that mean auto-tune is a scam? This is from Chuck Lynn. I do think it is a little bit deceptive in itself, the way it's just been used so much. That's a question for Phil from Wings of Pegasus. He's all over that stuff. I wouldn't equate auto-tune to an AI generated band, but I will say that, you know, so much auto-tune in mainstream music is definitely a bit concerning and a little bit too much too. I mean, it almost sounds like shit sometimes, you know, something that is just overly auto-tuned. Go watch Wings of Pegasus and he'll educate you on all that. No different than wrestling. Again, we have another wrestling analogy here in a sense. Real, not real entertainment. If you enjoy the music, who cares? Again, I don't know if I would equate this to like wrestling, but the sad thing about AI is all the riffs, melodies, and creative ideas that it is stealing from future human artistic creation. At this rate, it will be soon impossible as a human to come up with anything original. AI has pretty much stolen from many musicians' catalogs, and it's been proven. We don't really need to debate that. It just it has happened. It's all over the internet. Impossible as a human to come up with anything original. I don't know. I'd hope not. I still have faith that some humans will come up with some original stuff, and still are, for sure. But I appreciate the comment. Here's one from Rex. Here's one from Rex Rogers, scammed at a funeral. Oh, shit. This I don't get. It's a real band, Get Over It, from Fun Film. It's not a real... Yo, Rex Rogers, what's up, bro? Put your crayons away before you poke your eye out. Alright. That's not what we're doing here. Alright, let me... center. Who gives money to anything on YouTube? Dude, isn't that the damn truth though? Holy hell. You are a whiner, dude. If you are a believer and know scripture, you will know what you are saying is like there was a clever and accurate cartoon episode that someone created and folks enjoyed, and they showed the cartoon characters having coffee and asked for support by buying the fictional characters coffee. Good grief, get over yourself. When I recorded this video and the one following it, I think maybe my my affect was a little off, and my bad. And the camera angle on the follow up to this was just like side shot of me behind the computer. And it was kind of a weird look. I tried to do more with the backdrop this time. And I know it's just like a big map, and it's to fool you into believing that I'm some sort of intellectual when I'm not. I'm just some dumb shit on YouTube. And to that, what I said, I felt like I was pretty nice about this. Thanks for your feedback. This is no cartoon. It is AI trying to pass itself off as human in order to turn a profit. Some may view this as a deceptive thirst trap, peddling God's word. All the same, I appreciate you sharing your view on it and hope you are well. Which I do. I appreciate you sharing. What's your name? The Rhodes. Hey, I appreciate you, The Rhodes, sharing your view on it, and I do hope you are well. If you're watching, I know you're probably not watching this. Here's one, Milli Vanilli of the Time, Fugazi. We owe Milli Vanilli an apology, and I think there was a comment on here or the other video asking if we owe Milli Vanilli an apology. We do. They were kind of scapegoated, you guys. Like, I don't agree with how it all went down, and you probably already know the story, but Milli Vanilli, I don't know if you could kind of call them an industry plant in a way. So they weren't singing their own songs, and when they were doing a live show, the track they were lip syncing to started skipping, and it like the cat was out of the bag at that point. But they were, I think, one of the don't quote me on this, but they were one of like the earlier or maybe the first groups to like get caught lip syncing, and there were so many more groups lip syncing and all that. Milli Vanilli was kind of scapegoated, and there's a whole story behind that too, and their producer was heavily involved in influencing them to make kind of bad decisions. So I think we do. Let me know in the comments. Do we owe Milli Vanilli an apology? I think we owe Milli. Well, I think we have owed Milli Vanilli an apology, and I don't know if they ever got it, but yeah. So let me know what you think. Here's one from Della de Lobos. How do you account for their videos live? That was the main point of the follow-up video. It's a good question though, and the way you account for it is that they're not live. We're going to keep going. Here's an interesting comment though. If you go to the comment section of any Shunned at a Funeral YouTube video and swipe to ask YouTube AI about the video, if you ask it about the music and the videos being AI generated, YouTube's own Ask AI bot tries to convince you it's all real. I know YouTube's really been pushing this AI stuff like crazy. It really has been. This one is from Bilbo Baggins himself. Thank you for joining us. Oh no, AI, so what? It is created by someone and I am sending them money and buying their music because it is great. Try to do something positive instead of ripping up the team who made this. I apologize, Bilbo. Love your movies, by the way. Why not take some of the tracks and have some real human musicians play with them, sort of like the Wrecking Crew of the 1960s? Yo, the Wrecking Crew is solid as hell, man. I guess they were session musicians in a sense, but just cream of the crop, dude. If you haven't checked out some of the videos, and there's even a documentary on the Wrecking Crew, check it out. They are freaking awesome. Their address on the website takes you to an empty field. Holy shit. Does it really? The members are real, you idiot. The video imagery is AI. The music and band are real people. This is from Jeff Richland. I mean, the members, it's one dude generating it all. the music and band are real people. It's been proven that it's not, my dude. Not an AI band. Yes, the videos are AI. The musician that writes the songs is real. The musicians that play the songs are real. Quit looking for scams where there are none. Do you still play your records backwards too? How do you play a record backwards? Like, I need to figure that out because I would like to play some of my records backwards. Like, my turntable doesn't just do that. Is there... Let me know in the comments how to do that, if you don't mind, somebody. Again, it's one dude generating all this, but anyway, that's not why we're here. I keep getting off track. This is kind of fun, too. These old school YouTube videos are fun. And it sucks too because YouTube has changed so much that like this video is probably not gonna do well, but that's okay. That's not really the point of this video. All right, let's check out Jeffro. Music is music. It doesn't matter who is singing it or playing the instruments. Does it sound good to you? Do you like the message it sends? Will you listen to it and like it? If yes, then that is all that matters. Maybe the dude who created this is more of a musician than other wannabe musicians. I don't know about that, man. I've played in some bands myself, and none of them have gotten famous or been great, but they've been a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm still a wannabe musician, to sum it up. This is from Robert Cope. I love this comment. This is just like the South Park episode where Cartman started a Christian band just to make money. The band's name was Faith Plus One, and it's kind of, it is kind of like that. Let's see here. I like this one. I like this one. This is from Yankee Fan 96. Yeah, go Yankees. I think you are AI, and until I meet you in person, I will keep thinking you are AI. That's good, man. Wouldn't that be messed up? Like if all of a sudden I was like, oh yeah, I'm AI, but this is a tiny channel, nobody would like really give a shit anyways. But that's a hilarious comment. Love it. All right, this one is from this person. If the author wants to convey the idea that anyone can easily do this, I would advise them to create something competitive to prove their point. Yeah, that's okay. All right. I feel you. I've put out a few songs too. I don't think anybody would like them, but if anybody's interested, leave a comment and I'll link one of them for you. They're not AI, but I have used like MIDI for some drums and stuff, and MIDI's not AI. AI is when you type a prompt in and it spits out music for you. MIDI is where you kind of go and arrange the notes how you want them. And with drums, because I can't drum, they'd kick me right out of my apartment too. I'm not sure if either because of the noise or because it would suck. I've used MIDI for drums. I've used drum machines, and I'm no purist, really. All right, here's one from Steve Smith. I Googled the group, and Google is stating that they are a 100% real non-AI band. I have a couple of their songs on my playlist. I don't mind if music is AI generated as long as the person who created it is upfront and honest in presenting it as that is. So yes, I too was fooled by the videos, to which Albie replied, would you like to buy some magic beans? Alright, this is a fun YouTube video, alright? Everybody chill. This one's from Kenneth Hallstrom. Well, thank you for ruining everything for the general public who believed they were real. Really? Did I ruin it, dude? I didn't. Did I really ruin it? I don't think I did. Here's one. Dude, you are a huge a-hole. They are real, and I'm not even a believer. I've been there. Get a life. They're real? For real, man? You really believe that? This is John and some letters and numbers. And then we got Sharon laughing my ass off. Are you a AI bot? And then Rex Rogers again. We're all laughing. Love you guys. Having my back in the comments. What's up, Still Havens? Appreciate y'all. And also, no hard feelings, John. I wasn't trying to be an a-hole. This is from, I don't know, Kaputlock? So what? What's the problem? I understand 112,000 subscribers who follow awesome music are more than your 2,000 complaining channel subscribers. Actually, Kaputlock, I'd like to correct you there. More than my roughly 2,500 complaining channel subscribers, who they're not complaining. Man, we're trying to push the truth. And I love my subscribers, every one of you. I really do. And I mean that. I mean the hell out of that. So you best believe that. Who cares is good music? Dude, I was looking for this one. This is from Bruce9 Robson 261. Still Havens wants content. So now he's crapping on something he knows nothing about in that absolute drone voice. Dude, just go back to playing video games. Dude, this comment is freaking hilarious to me. It's not about content, but yes, you know, sometimes it's hard. Dude, YouTubing can be hard. It's difficult. And it really, this was not about content. You can call it two birds with one stone, unmasking deception and getting some content out of it. Trust me, I'm not here in some sort of high-rise like Ritz-Carlton facility or anything like that. I'm in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, and it's just me. In that absolute drone voice, that's true. I can't really like deny that, especially in this video here. I was droning on. Dude, just go back to playing video games. It's so funny because, like, the newest video game system I have is an Xbox 360, which that is, like, old as shit by today's standards. But I do like some video games, and I'll even play with my buddy sometimes who's got some newer stuff. And they are fun, and I've even covered some, like, video game music on the guitar. Some old video games have really cool music, like Donkey Kong has got some great music, and some of it translates to guitar nicely. So this comment just makes me absolutely laugh. That is funny as shit. Okay, Bruce, no hard feelings, bro. Thank you. Okay, so there were some that I'm not seeing now. Like, let me sort this by newest. Man, there was one that was really funny that I can't find now. Damn it. It had something to do with this, though. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. This one right here. Okay. And now I'm gonna have to, like, do editing and, like, censor stuff. Dude, eat my after Mexican buffet. Who you? Live in your mom's basement, get a job. You're a sad human being. Play a banjo, get a job, and stop looking for clicks and likes. You will never amount to shit. Damn, girl. Eat my Bro thinks he's Taylor Swift. Paul Walnuts, like Polly Walnuts from The Sopranos. I freaking love The Sopranos, dude. Like, for real. Love The Sopranos. Awesome show. I live in a one bedroom. Dude, that comment is absolutely hilarious. So I live in a one bedroom apartment, and we don't have basements like in the area I live. It's pretty hot here too. So if we had basements, they would descend like straight into hell. It is so hot here. Play a banjo. I don't know how to play banjo, but they are pretty cool. I should learn how to play banjo. I play guitar. So I play guitar on this channel a decent bit. Not all of it's great. Some of it's all right, I think. You can go check it out. Dude, I've got like 2 jobs, no bullshit, and even do some side hustle stuff. You will never amount to shit. Damn, Polly Walnuts. All right. All right, so that that was good. All right, so hey, no hard feelings though, for real. It's all we cool. We cool. Paulie Walnuts. He had the on The Sopranos. He had like the fins. His hair had the fins. He was cool, dude. The Sopranos is a cool show. All right, so we're gonna go to the other one now. So now we're at the other video here. This was the follow-up. And this was the one this AI band performs live, because a lot of their videos were labeled as live. Which, how does an AI band perform live? So here's a new one from WNYX-EB. Got news for you. If this is AI, it's better than most of the other shit put out there. I like it. If you like it, that's fair. This is from Jamie Garrett. He says we didn't do this to scam, but to bring awareness to AI. If this were true, you wouldn't have a shop selling merch and profiting off people. Sad, because at first I liked the music. Here's one from Cheryl Johnson. They always wear racer back tank tops. They should change the clothes up. I think there's a reason why they do that. And this is funny. YouTube will like give you prompts to like reply to. I never use them though, because they're just corny. Here's one from Plum. Here's one from Plum Ralph. So they are the Milli Vanilli of 2026. Funny ass comment. We owe Milli Vanilli an apology way before this AI stuff, but especially now we owe Milli Vanilli an apology. Man, Milli Vanilli had a couple bops too, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Girl, you know it's true. Watch me get copyrighted there for my shitty singing. This is from Jack DD6XD. I know bands that could play this and better. I've played with some of them. This doesn't bother me one bit. I like the music and I like how the cute little AI people are trying to imitate humans. It's great to me. Gives me something to practice. It's the ones that can't play it or anything like it that whine about they're better than me. It's not fair. This comment is hilarious to me. To which I said, wow, you must be amazing. Maybe you can critique my playing. I need some pointers from a pro like you. And linked a video of me playing, what is that? Song for George by Eric Johnson. Which for me, that was kind of hard to play. I didn't play it great. I made some mistakes, you know. And it got copyright claimed too, which means I make no YouTube dollars off of it. I didn't even play it that good. I've heard people say like, oh, if you don't play something well enough, it won't get copyright claimed. And I'd like to dispute that right now, because I have played definitely a few things on this channel that have been copyright claimed, and I know I have not played them with like pinpoint accuracy or even all that well, and they've been claimed. So I don't know, maybe if you're playing like some fancy like jazz or classical piece or something, it has to be like spot on. But YouTube's copyright system's not sitting here judging your playing like, oh, that's not good enough to get copyright claimed. No, it's like they line up a piece of audio with another piece of audio. If some of it matches, it's getting claimed. Some of the stuff I played on here is not top notch or even close, and it's gotten claimed. And you get no YouTube bucks. I love this one. Quit being such a jag load. Quit being such a jag load. The music is very good. Blah, blah, blah. A jag load. I had never heard that in my life. And like, I thought of it like, is he talking about like when you're at like at the shooting range or something and you get like a hang load or like a squib load or something? And I'm not sure, but I think a jag load is just like, I don't know, a pain in the ass, I guess. So thank you, Joseph Collins. That is one of my new favorite words, is jag load. So I wish you, God bless you guys. God bless you guys all. Take care. God bless you too, Joseph. Thank you. This one right here. This one right here by Gary Smith. What the hell with the emoji? Like he's so, like he was surprised to find it out. Yeah, and thanks Gary for your comment and support, dude. And that's hilarious, man. That made me laugh. So what? If you like them, support them. If not, bugger off. I take it that's British, which I love. That's hilarious. Bugger off. I love them and think they are great. Hard and heavy God Squad. Here's one from Robert. Who cares if it's AI? It's a sad, sad world when people are more worried about it being AI than receiving the message of God. I'm no pastor or preacher or anything like that. I think that deception is not in the agenda of a Christian. But what do I know? Here's one. This one's from Mark Berkowitz. Dude, you cannot sign. I think he means sing. You cannot sing, or I can't sing. I'm going to keep trying, though. You cannot sing or play anything. Go away. Leave the gals win big. Just stop what you do. To which I reply, sure, I'll play for you. It's not perfect, but my guitar doesn't morph, gain, or lose strings. And then link that same Eric Johnson video, which was probably too much. So Mark, if you're watching this, my bad if that came off the wrong way. As a tiny YouTube channel, I have to adhere to certain standards, and if I fell short of those then I apologize and appreciate you. Also, I said there are no gals and shunned at a funeral. It's one dude behind a computer. Do you ever get off work some days and you come home and maybe you don't read YouTube comments, but maybe you're talking to your significant other or whoever, or maybe you do read YouTube comments. Maybe you are a YouTuber. If you are, put it in the comments and let me know. And you just read a comment, it just rubs you the wrong way real quick, and it's not even that bad. This, I wouldn't even call this a hate comment or anything like that. It's just you get home from work, you're like, oh, don't talk to me. Don't care, still love it. Fair. This one's from Ken in, I guess, KY, Kentucky. Excuse me, but most, not all music created today uses auto-tune and fake electronically generated instruments. So what's the problem? There's some great rock bands out there, but most of what the kids listen to today is crap, using what I stated previously. And many pantomime fake their vocals when in concert. Shunned at a funeral is good stuff with a Christian message. What's wrong with that? If you're not Christian, then ignore it. It's one choice to believe or not, and one's choice to enjoy and purchase if they wish. Yeah, I mean, auto-tune, I'm not big on auto-tune either. Fake electronically generated instruments, I don't really have a problem with MIDI. And like I said, I've used drum tracks and I've used MIDI to arrange drums. I haven't really messed around with too much other instruments on MIDI, but it is kind of fun, and you do have more creative control over it. I don't think people quite get what they're saying when they are talking about fake electronically generated instruments. It's not as great as the real thing, for sure. But it's, using MIDI, using a drum track is, I think, a little different than typing a prompt into Suno and having it spit out whatever music you want. Maybe you have to reprompt. If you're not a Christian, then ignore it. And this isn't something that I like. This isn't really what this channel is about, but I get that it's a topic of these videos. And, I'm never judging anybody for their beliefs. I am a Christian and I don't wear it like an accessory. I don't really talk about it on this channel and whatnot, but I think And this is not me like trying to judge or anything like that, but from what I've learned as a Christian, and I've got a lot of work to do too, I am kind of a piece of work, guys, and I am no role model by any means. I do think there is a lot of Christian values that are for truth and against deception. And that's all I'll say on that. And this is not, and thank you, Ken, in Kentucky, if you're watching this, which I know you're not, but if you are. This one confused the hell out of me. Hello, still. This is the Super Freak. Okay, I have made comments on Shunned at a Funeral, and you're telling me that I'm hilarious. And this is Scott V3C5V. And Scott, straight up, dude, it's not me telling you that you're hilarious. And I try to explain this in these replies here. You need to understand that I believe what I believe, and that's my right. So please don't tread on me or what I comment about. For me, it's about the music, and I don't care how it is generated. Technology has advanced for reasons unknown, but to be used for the one who sits on the throne, that reason is awesome. So if you like it, I will make you the same offer I made Phil. That blew me away. I'll make you the same offer I made Phil? And he's talking about Phil from Wings of Pegasus. I don't know what offer he's talking about, but the verbiage here I felt was a little intense, maybe. I don't know what the offer is. I don't know Phil. I don't know Wings of Pegasus. I like Phil's videos. Do not know him personally. But understand it's your decision, and the general public will decide. All the real bands I already know about. You don't have to listen or watch. It's a choice thing. Leave it alone, and please stay out of my business. And I felt like I replied really nicely to this. Hey, Scott, that sounds frustrating. I think you have me mistaken with someone else because I've never left a single comment on any Shunned at a Funeral video, which I haven't. That would be screwy, weird. Never, ever have done that. And you can go look at their videos if you want to. This is my profile and handle. It's the only one I use, and I'm not affiliated with any other channels. And it goes on and on. We had a little back and forth, and I think we resolved it. And God bless you. God bless you. And yeah, back to you, Scott. No hard feelings at all if you're watching this and don't know what the confusion was. I think you might have me confused with somebody else. And like I said here, I'm not affiliated with any other channels. I have a little topic channel that used to be connected to this channel, but I don't really put out any original music nowadays. Whole nother story. I'm not affiliated with any other channels. There are probably other Still Haven or Still Havens out there, but if it's not me with this my goofy ass profile picture, it's not this Still Havens channel. It's not. And I give you my word on that one. So please always reach out to me there. Okay, so this video could go on and on. I've droned on long enough. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm going to have my work cut out for me editing this. Thank you for tuning in to Still Havens. I appreciate you all. To anybody in the comments, thank you so much for being here. To anybody that had anything negative to say or doesn't like me, no hard feelings at all, for real. I didn't start a YouTube channel to lock myself in like an echo chamber of praise and whatnot. And I know you probably see some of these bigger channels and it's all positive comments and this and that. And that's because they've built up a good reputation and stuff. And Still Havens, we're just chilling, having a good time. And I really do appreciate you all. And I mean that. And thank you for tuning in to Still Havens. We'll see you next time. Bye.